Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing good. Coming through with this video. Hope you guys are having a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good night, whatever time you guys are watching this video. It is currently 4:22 p.m. in the afternoon for me, January 24, 2022, and I got a new battle for you guys. It is a ranked duel. It is I think I was ranked bronze rank 2, because my other ones I was like lower rank. So yeah, I saved this one. I'm gonna be pausing so I can tell you guys like what I'm doing like while I'm battling, cause like at a certain point I just start just going, bro. At a certain point, so I'm gonna need to stop the video, well, stop the replay, so I can be able to say like some things that I'm trying to say. Cause I am moving pretty quick. I know some of you guys don't watch or play Yu-Gi-Oh like that, so I'm gonna try and explain as much as I possibly can. If you guys are wondering what I'm wearing, my mom made this, yo. It's pretty sick, man. It's like it keeps me warm, keeps my face warm when I'm out in the cold. And you know, she picked these colors out for me, so it's pretty sick. And I can still see from it, you know. So, all right, here we go. So, already, RNG has blessed him. This deck is pretty annoying. It's Madolchi, and this card, when this card is activated, shuffle all Madolchi monsters in your graveyard into the deck. All Madolchi monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. If a monster or monsters in your graveyard will be returned to the deck by the effect of Madolchi monster, you can add it to your hand instead. So he's always got hands. He's not gonna have a graveyard unless he wants to have one. So like he could bring his cards back and have like a whole deck of cards, but he'll never run out of cards. But the Madolchi deck can run your opponent's cards dry, and it can have a lot of attack and defense, and it can stall you out at the same time as well too. So it's pretty annoying, bro. So with my hand, I don't even think I can like do anything like with my hand. So I think that's why I start off with Hypernova Burst. I can discard a card and then draw 2. So that's what I'm going to do. I think that was my best bet, but after that I didn't get nothing. The reason I didn't drop Gamma is because there's no monster in my graveyard, so I can't do anything with that. So that's why I think I played really good by starting off with Hypernova. So let's see how it plays out. Well, I banished that card, but I can banish both of them, but I can be able to bring them back. So I think right here I tried scaring him, because I mean, like, you never know when your opponent has a Mirror Force, but he went on and attacked the end of this turn, and like, I don't know what I could put. Okay, yeah, that's what I did. I scared him into doing something, but I don't think he could do anything else. So what I did, dang, I wish I had a rewind feature, because now I'm just scatting now. Okay, so it's paused. My bad. I haven't used this pause and play feature that much, so I just started using it. So like he's setting up things on me right now, and like with that field card, he gets 500 attack. But some of the other cards, like this one, Madolchi Pudding Princess, okay, gains 800 attack and defense while you have no monsters in your graveyard. So he got monsters in his graveyard, but it's another card that boosts his attack. I think it's the one that's that I just destroyed right there. And right there, he's bringing one of his cards back from the graveyard right there. He's going back to his hand. And you saw his attack decrease. Okay, in this card, if this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to your graveyard, use this card into... Oh, I can actually move things around. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to that. So he also dropped the spell as well too. If another Madolchi card you control or in your graveyard is added to your hand or shuffled into your main deck by a card effect, add one Madolchi monster from your deck to your hand. If you control a fairy Madolchi monster, you can special summon the monster from your deck in attack position instead of adding it to your hand. You can only use this effect once of Madolchi ticket once per turn. So That's what he was doing. He brought this card back with this right here, this spell card. It's a continuous spell. So like I'm really in a fix. So with continuous spells, they stay on the field. That's why the continuous symbol is right there. If you guys don't know what that means, this is a field spell. That's why it's over here in this slot. And field spells stay there until like they're destroyed, or if like another spell is there to replace it. But it's pretty dangerous if you try to switch it out if you're using a counter spell, field spell, and you don't have the amount of counters yet, so you have to be careful with that. I don't know what this trap card is down here, but he's got a face down right here. And what I did was I banished 2 cards, and what's in my graveyard, I special summoned my Gamma, because I felt like he was, you know, pushing real hard. He's got a lot of offense on the field, and I need to have something to at least like defend myself, you know. So that's why I put that there. And let me see if I can go to it. My D-pad is like totally screwed. Okay, there we go. Drytron Nova. Special summon 1 Drytron monster from your deck, but destroy it. During the end phase, you can only activate 1 Drytron Nova per turn. You cannot special summon monsters except monsters that cannot be normal summoned. Okay, so that is why I drew my Gamma, because I'm going to be able to bring him back. Special summon cannot be summoned or set, must be special summoned from the effect of a Drytron card. You contribute 1 other Drytron monster or 1 ritual monster from your hand or field. Special summon this card from your hand or graveyard in defense position. Then you can special summon 1 Drytron monster with 2000 attack from your graveyard except Drytron Gamma Eltanin. You cannot special summon monsters, effect monsters that cannot be normal, summon, or set. The turn you activate this effect, you can only use this effect of Drytron Gamma Eltanin once per turn. Okay, so I don't have a fusion card yet, but it's just there as, you know, security. But when I able to summon my spirit, my ritual monster, and these are here for precaution, you know. So I can get cards, not you know, like other spell cards or trap cards. 1 or 2. I think no, it's actually, yeah, yep. I can add 1 monster from the graveyard when I need them. That's why they're there. So let's go ahead and let this continue on. And he brings out another monster. And that was during my during our battle phase. So we're in phase 2 now. So I'm trying to get something on the field so I can, you know, protect myself. Or set up for a ritual summon, because that's what Materna's Drytron is going to allow me to do. And okay, what I did right there is I used the Drytron Asterism? Yeah, okay. Drytron Asterism. There we go. I'm still getting used to this deck, so during the main phase, target 1 Drytron monster or a ritual monster you control, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Your monster loses exactly 1000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn, and if it does, destroy that opponent's monster. You can only activate 1 Drytron Asterism per turn. So that's what I did right there. Try to, you know, like decrease his defense and offense at the same time, because he's trying to stack up on me, and then, you know, stack up a lot of attack, because the more Madolchi monsters that are in the graveyard, the more attack he gets. But if he brings them back, it reduces his attack, but also defends his, you know, cards on his life points as well too, and still have a bit of offense. So that's what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to stop him from doing. Oh, also we have not seen the effect of this card yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this out. It's actually the same one that I had destroyed over here, actually. So I did read you guys that card. So let's go ahead on. This is their draw, so they're drawing now. Oh god. Yo, bro, this is where it starts getting serious. So I have explained some of the cards that I had on the field. So now this is where the battle starts heating up a lot right here. They're summoning links, so they're already into phase 2, so they're trying to set up for next wave. I'm gonna go ahead and read what this is. When this card points to a Madolchi monster spell card, in which it does because it has 2 arrows at each end. Right there, the red arrows. You see them? They're pointing to the spell card right here, Madolchi Ticket, and the monster Madolchi Pudding Princess. No, Pudding Sis. Okay, Madolchi Fresh Sister. Fresh Sis Start. Okay, when this card points to a Madolchi monster, Madolchi spell trap cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, neither player can target them with the card effects. With card effects, if this card on the field would be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can shuffle one Madolchi monster from your graveyard into the deck instead. So, okay, see, it also goes into, you know, like bringing cards back from the graveyard. So I use my spell card right there. Drytron Eclipse. Target one Drytron monster in your graveyard added to your hand during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one Drytron monster you control. It gains 2,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. You can only use each effect of Drytron Eclipse once per turn. So that's what I'm about to do now, so I can give my team some offense. But I am going to synchro summon for the Drytron meta, Drytron Mew Beta Fafnir. And what I did right there is my Gamma brought back another one of my monsters, and then I was able to, you know, synchro summon. In Asterism, target one Drytron monster or ritual monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Your monster loses exactly 1,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. If it does, destroy that opponent's monster. And that's what I used last round. Okay, so my bad. I didn't mean to press pause on that, but I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Each time a Madolchi monster you control attacks or is attacked after damage calculation, it inflicts 300 damage to your opponent. So at the same time, that trap is, you know, pretty deadly to me. They also had this trap as well too. Target one Madolchi monster in your graveyard. Oh, here we go with the ritual. Okay, I'll pause right here. Well, let me finish reading this right here. I went on to destroy this trap right here. Target one Madolchi monster in your graveyard. Shuffle that target into the deck, and if you do, all Madolchi monsters you currently control gain 800 attack and defense. Then you can shuffle one other monster from your graveyard into the deck. So, like I said, it's a very defensive deck. It boosts attack and defense at the same time while having, you know, good offensive defense and like being on the offensive and attacking at the same time. Which I really just said that 3 times in a row. But it also keeps your deck full of cards as well too. You see, he's been, you know, like putting cards and cards and cards on the field, but he only has 31 cards. In me right now, I have 26. So there we go. I kind of have some technicability with my graveyard as well too, but as you can see, like I kind of eat up, you know, some of my cards. You know, I got what, 8? Well, no, my bad. I got 11 right here. I got 9 in the graveyard and 2 banished. And then I have 1 on the field and, well, 2 on the field and 1 in my hand. But let me go ahead and read this. 3 on the field. I didn't see that right there. You can ritual summon this card with Natanis Drytron. Your opponent cannot target this card with monster effects if the total levels of monsters used for its ritual summon are 2 or less. This card can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls once each. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can banish monsters from your graveyard whose combined attack equals exactly 2,000 or 4,000. Then target one face-up your card your opponent controls for every 2,000 attack of the total. send the cards to the graveyard. You can only use this effect of Drytron, Metanus, Draconitz once per turn. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to blow up, I think, 2 spell cards or either 2 monsters. I just read it, but I can banish like yep, 2 face-up cards your opponent controls. So I can do either one, but I think I do the strike cards, but I do go on the attack as well too. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so he did special summon some monsters last turn, so I can, you know, destroy those. Okay, while it happened. Okay, so that's what happened. So I didn't read that as well too. So that's why I was able to attack 2 times, 2 of his monsters. If it was more monsters that was special summoned within like that turn, I could have, you know, attacked those as well too. So I have some really good power as well. So now I have him on the defensive. He was both offensive and defensive, but now he's mostly defensive. And okay, I put something in here and I made all his cards go to the graveyard. It seems like. That's what I used right there. Drytron Meteor Shower, I believe. It's a counter trap. And I ended up pulling another one. Oh, no, no, no. I sent those back. I sent those back. Never mind. That's what I did. Wow. But also what I did when I ritual summoned, I also used my synchros as well too, instead of using 2 other monsters, I believe. Because I'm gonna do that in just a second with my Metanus Drytron. That's what I'm gonna do in a second. But I was able to get his field clean, but he was able to put some more cards onto the field. And I boosted my monster's attack to 6,000 with my spell card that's in the graveyard. Target 1 Drytron monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target 1 Drytron monster you control, excuse me, it gains 2,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. You can only use each effect of Drytron Eclipse once per turn. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm having myself some offense, and I'm pretty defensive with my Drytron Synchron right here. Drytron Mu Beta. The only reason I say that is because it has 2,000 attack, and like I can be able to take at least one more hit, but I was able to pressure him into being able to put down only 1 card by destroying his trap card. But he dropped another trap card. Special summon any number of Madolchi monsters from your hand. And he summoned the whole shebang. And the trap card went to the graveyard after that. So it's not a continuous one. It's just like a one-time thing. And what I do is I bring back one of my synchro summons, and I go on the attack as well too, and destroy some of his cards. Because now that his trap card gone, he doesn't have a way to keep his Madolchi monsters on the field. And that was a one-turn thing that don't stay up there, so that was just that turn. So he wanted to protect himself that turn, so that's what he's doing. And what I'm doing, I'm stop his momentum right there. That's what the trap card does when you have a Drytron Spiritual on the field. And what I'm about to do is I'm about to synchronize and bring back my Drytron. But I also wanted to tribute that and bring my other Ritual Dragon in. And then I put Gamma into the graveyard, so because Gamma is kind of like a main card in this deck, he can bring other cards back onto the field and allow their effects to happen as well too. And I synchro summoned and brought my Drytron Mew back, and then I used the synchros to bring my Quadrantis. I think it's Quadrantis. Oh, Quadrantis. Okay. I'm gonna read the effect of this card because you guys don't know about this one. You can ritual summon this card with Matana's Drytron. Your opponent cannot target this card with spell, trap cards, or effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Drytron Matana's Quadrantis once per turn. If the total level of monsters used for this synchro card's ritual summon were 2 or less, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. If this ritual summon card is destroyed, you can special summon Drytron monsters from your graveyard except Drytronus Matana's Quadrantis, whose combined attack equals exactly 4,000. Okay, so one of the main things right here is you can destroy all opponent control, all traps and spells your opponent controls. I'm pretty sure the reason is 1 or less is because I used the synchros from the Drytron. The reason I'm able to use this effect because if the total levels are of monsters used for this card's ritual were 2 or less, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. So that's why I'm able to be able to destroy his spell cards right here. And then I activate my spell card in the graveyard, put banish it, and boost my attack to 6,000. And I go on the offensive and break down the rest of his defense. And we finish up the duel. That was a pretty long, talk through. I did kind of, stumble because I was reading like really too fast. But that was a really great duel. Like that deck really had me on edge, and that was like the most hyped match I've had, bro. I was screaming, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was screaming, bro. It was really pumped. It was really pumped. Had me on the edge of my seat. And like, I was also in voice chat with my homie Fro Kage, and he was playing Yu-Gi-Oh as well too. You guys should check out his streams on Twitch. I do have his link in the description because like I do have all the links of YouTubers that that have like rated me and things and whatnot. While I've been doing YouTube, help me out. So it's also to let you guys know, like whenever I live stream, you guys can, drop their command down, and then you guys can check out their content whenever I, mention them, things of that nature and stuff like that. But y'all, hope you guys really did enjoy that battle. I'm going to be battling some more, probably live streaming as well too. But like I said at the beginning of this video, whatever Monday, whatever morning, evening or night you guys are watching this video, thank you guys for coming through, for tuning in. Hope you guys stay safe, protect your loved ones at all costs, and I'll see you guys next time. Continue wearing your mask, ladies and gentlemen.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand.